Locking your keys inside your car is undeniably a pain for most people. When your toddler is locked in the vehicle as well, though, a previously annoying situation becomes a horribly fraught one. But when one amazing little boy found himself trapped inside a car, he ended up surprising everyone who was involved in his rescue. Hello, story lovers. I'm Jamie Buck, and here is... This toddler was locked inside his mom's car, then firefighters were floored by his reaction. Before we move on, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to our channel, and activate the notifications bell for new amazing videos. That little boy was 14-month-old Brandon, who had been locked up by accident in April 2017. On the day in question, his 27-year-old mom, Kirsty Green, had traveled to her local supermarket in Cornwall, England, taking her son along with her for the ride. And after the pair had picked up what they needed, they then headed back to the car with their groceries in tow. However, in order to stop Brandon from standing up in the shopping cart, while she unpacked what she had bought, Green ended up placing her son in the back of the car. Then, while Brandon sat patiently in the vehicle, Green put the shopping in the trunk. In the process, though, she made a crucial mistake. That mistake, moreover, would cause her a great deal of stress and could have had perilous consequences for her son. That is, and without thinking, she put her car keys down and shut the trunk. Then Brandon did something which would panic any mother. He pressed a button in the car, but this wasn't just any old button, and as a result, his mother could only look on in horror. Specifically, he had activated the central locking system. That meant that Green was locked out of the car without her keys while 14-month-old Brandon was locked inside. It was a disaster for the mom. Perhaps unsurprisingly, the realization led her to panic, and while unsure of what to do, Green went on to seek the help of other shoppers. Thankfully, though, a supermarket employee would hear of Green's plight and called the emergency services. I was a bit panicky at first, wondering how I was going to get him out, Green told the Daily Mail in April 2017. Luckily for the frantic mother, however, it wasn't long before help arrived in the form of firefighters from Bude Community Fire Station. And after they had arrived at the scene, they quickly got to work trying to get the toddler out of the car. Fortunately, it was not a hot day, so they weren't worried about Brandon overheating in the vehicle. But they did become concerned when they saw that the little boy had a coin, and the 2-pence piece eventually ended up in Brandon's mouth, terrifying Green. "Oh God, what if he chokes on it?" she recalled thinking to the newspaper. This escalated the situation, and so the firefighters shattered one of the car's back windows to get the boy before he could swallow the coin. Brandon's attitude to the rescue shocked everyone, however, especially as he had been stuck in the vehicle for some time by then. In fact, from start to finish, he behaved in a way that no one could have expected. He didn't cry, he didn't panic, and he didn't call for his mom. Instead, he seemed to be enjoying the whole experience. In fact, at one point, he was even grinning from ear to ear. Indeed, the 14-month-old appeared to be totally unfazed by the situation that had caused so much concern to the adults around him. At one moment, he was even chuckling to himself and holding the steering wheel with a huge smile on his face. In the meantime, the firefighters were making an effort to entertain the little boy through the windows. And they seemed to have been successful too. The photographs of the incident, for instance, show just what a cheerful little chap Brandon had been throughout his ordeal. All in all, in fact, the little guy was making light of what had been a very dangerous situation indeed. It even looked scary with a giant fire truck parked behind the car. But happily, the firefighters were able to open up the car to retrieve the toddler. And his mom would give thanks where it was due, and to those who had come to the scene, praising the firefighters as amazing and a credit to the community. The fire crew even went on to tweet about the rescue, praising their watch manager for his interactions with Brandon. Their post read, "You can see that our watch manager is a natural, keeping the infant entertained whilst crews gained entry." But it wasn't just Brandon who had been kept in high spirits during the daring rescue. The firefighters were just as amused too, according to his mom. "I think just as much as they were keeping Brandon entertained, he was equally making them laugh," Green told the Daily Mail. And of course, Brandon also deserves credit for his part. Indeed, in what might have been a very scary situation for a 14-month-old, he remained relaxed and mellow, impressing everyone involved. So much so, in fact, that his mom would go on to comment sarcastically on Facebook that he was clearly traumatized by the whole ordeal. So thanks to the firefighters and Brandon, Green's nightmare situation was resolved quickly and with a minimum of drama. If only every child could be as chilled as little Brandon. Did you like the story? Check out our channel for more.